Okay, let's see, just leaving the cabin. Always a catch-22 there. Is not really cell service there. Which is a blessing because it gives you some relaxation time and time to think through logistics and stuff like that. Not so much a blessing when you're trying to stay on top of things, like logistics. Today, let's see, I am in Paris, Tennessee right now. Not Paris, France. That would be a tough drive. And going to St. Louis. I have an oncologist appointment there today. Yay me. But the exciting part is that's where my son goes to university. And he's sort of the bomb diggity, just so you know. He goes to school for game design and is on a full ride there. So yay me. I mean, yay him, but yay me. He's really into rally car racing. And it just so happens that in mid-Missouri, starting this weekend, is the 100 Acre Wood Rally. Yes, named after the whole Winnie the Pooh thing, I guess. And it's got all the big guys, Ken Block, all those. If you've seen Gymkhana Files, the drifting, all that stuff. Ken's amazing. Can't remember the other guy's name right now. But he's always been a good spotter for me when I'm doing action stuff, sports, racing, all of that. And he actually knows rally car racing better than I do. So when it comes to things like timing of cars for a spotter, usually you might be behind a berm, for example, if you're taking a jump shot, where the cars are leaping over. You kind of need somebody who has a good eye for that spotting, because on the one hand, they do keep them at attempted time delays. So there's usually about a minute in between cars, 2 minutes towards the beginning. They don't release them all at the same time for obvious reasons. I mean, some of these trails, your mirror is almost hitting a tree. I mean, it's ridiculous. These drivers are some of the best of the best. I used to race, but never raced rally. And I don't know that I would, to be honest with you. I love racing. I love speed. Used to race Formula Atlantic, open wheel, Indy cars. And so it's not that I don't like racing, it's just that this notion of flying through the forest and roads with a navigator screaming in my ear the whole time, 100 yards, 32 degree, right, third gear, 3/4 throttle, whatever. I don't know, it's a little unnerving to me. I don't think I've got the same urge that I used to have. But I also like it, but not as much as my son. So he's a great spotter because he understands the distances between people, but also he has a good eye and ear, because usually you'll hear the cars before you see them for when that next one's coming, and you have microseconds to get that perfect shot. I've done 3 or 4 rally car races in my photography life and videography life. I might have 6, 7 shots that I think are great. That includes motocross, rally car, but that I think are great. That's it. Out of all those there, so he's going to be really helpful. Now he's old enough to be able to go with me. He's got his press credentials, so it should be fun. And it's going to be really cool spending the weekend with him, which is really the main thing, to be honest. I don't get that kind of alone time with him very often, so I'm super excited about that. You should definitely come out to the 100 Acre Wood Race if you're anywhere near Missouri, St. Louis, Kansas City. All of that's kind of mid-Missouri, Potosi, Steelville area. very familiar with that area, not so much because of the racing, but because there's some decent fly fishing down here in this area that I used to go and do. So, that said, we're going to try, depending on what signal is like there. Who knows? It's out in the middle of nowhere. If signal's great, I'll try and get some streams going up. If it's not great, I'll try and get a couple of shots or video or something, or some of the interviews with the big players there. Maybe post it at night if the hotel has decent wireless. It's also out in the middle of nowhere. So we're just going to have to see. But I'm super excited to get to do something I love to do and do it with my son for the first time. So, and he'll be super excited about it as well, because it'll be the first time he'll get to go in at a rally car race. He's done other things with me off his press credentials, but he's never, like monster truck racing and stuff like that, where we're down on the field or professional football shots. But he's never done a rally car race with me and with his full press credentials that are unlimited instead of the restricted areas. So that's going to be cool. We have to make, I think, not sure yet. I got to hear back from them. I believe that our safety briefing and media briefing is on Friday. They'll do, I think they start their, I think they're allowed onto the track for the first time. They get their maps and they're allowed onto the track for the first time Friday evening, I believe. That's the way it works. They don't allow them to see the maps. They don't allow anybody to see the maps of the actual course. There's some similarities every year, obviously, because there are places that they go through in the woods, but the nature of rally, by definition, is that they also use some public roads. So nobody gets to know the full course ahead of time. They get the map, they see it for the first time. They get to go out and take a couple of laps. The map itself is very detailed for them. Gives them angles, gives them degrees, gives them the turns. This year, it is a little different, not different the race, but it is different in the sense that a different organization is managing it in the past. So from like last year or whatever, I think this year it's the American Rally Association. If you want to go look that up. But super great time, really fun, and you should definitely go, even as a spectator, and see some great driving and have some fun. It's just it's a blast, especially 100 Acre Wood, where you've got pretty good spectator sites to go and check out. You're not just waiting, the whole time for people to come zooming by like you would in a NASCAR stadium bleachers or something. So it's very cool. And then we'll be doing a few more this year. So I'm kind of giving away a few secrets here. We haven't really told anyone what season 2, since we haven't released season 1 yet, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. So I got to get busy on that. But in season 2, there's going to be some, let's call it extreme sports. Rally is included in that as well. Rally's in a separate category than extreme sports, which you'd be more familiar with from like literally the extreme sports tours, motocross and BMX, all of that. And what seems like an odd man out, but it's really not. You'll find out why. Comedians,